What's up everybody, my name is Kelvar. Welcome to League Lessons, where today we're going to be talking about one tricks. Now, I've gotten a lot of discussion about this topic on my video, Finding Your Main Champion, and with good reason. I didn't really go into much detail about what, one tricking is, or, if it's a good or bad thing, and that kind of confused a lot of people. A lot of people seem to think that one tricking is a bad thing, and with good reason. A lot of one tricks seem to be trolls if they don't get their champion. They're not good in other roles or other champions. And I understand it. I understand why people have this negative image of one tricks. That being said, one tricking isn't always a bad thing. It's not always good. It's not always bad. The reason that this happened was because someone commented and they asked, hey, if I'm a one trick or if I have my main champion, should I just play my main champion or should I play to the strengths of my team comp? Now, that was a good question, and I like it a lot, and that's why I'm talking about this, because there's no right answer. If you're in lower elo, or you're not comfortable with another champion that you would pick, I would suggest going with your main champion, or your one trick per se, because one, you're going to be better in the game, you're going to be more comfortable, and the more comfortable, you're going to be playing smarter and better. That's just how it goes. If you're on a champion you're not comfortable with, then it's probably not the best for your team or you. Now, is one tricking a bad thing? Not really. It depends on what your end goal is. If you want to join the LCS and be a top tier jungler, and if you're a one trick Hecarim, it's probably not the best idea. Cloud9's not going to pick you up for being a one trick. You're going to need to be much more versatile in the jungle, and once you get into Challenger, one tricking won't be as effective. But if your goal is just to climb and climb as fast as humanly possible, then one tricking is definitely a viable option there. It allows you to learn the intricate details of a champion. Once you start to have 100, 200, 300, 500 games on a champion, you understand these small, finite details that the champion has. You'll understand what your champion is capable of and when they are capable of doing it. And once you understand that, and you pretty much understand most of what your champion, if not all of what your champion can do, you'll be super comfortable and you'll be able to focus on learning other things. And once you start to focus on learning on other things like game knowledge, where you should be on the map at the same right time, when you should gank, when you should counter gank, when you should invade, all of these things are much easier learned when you're not worried about learning how to play your champion as well. So the way I look at it is like this. One tricking is a good thing if you want to climb. Just simply climb. Because you learn the champion, one, and then you learn the macro and micro play. Now, you learn these two lessons simultaneously a little bit, but you learn the champion first and then you learn the macro after. And that kind of helps you understand different aspects of the game, because you're not focusing so much on, how to land your slingshot. You're focusing more on where you should be to land your slingshot, which are two totally different beasts. And because of that, it'll help you climb in the game. Whereas if you're trying to play multiple champions, if you're trying to play Kayn, Zac, Hecarim, Graves, all of those have different champs, all of them have different play styles, all of them have different capabilities at different points in the game. You're going to be focusing so much more on what you should be doing or how you should be playing that champion than actual macro play, that you're not going to actually improve drastically like you would if you were a one trick. Because you're not focusing on two things to learn, you're focusing on one thing to learn. And that's kind of my thought process on one tricking. You learn the champion, then you learn the macro and knowledge of the game, and then it helps you climb. It's kind of like this, where if you're focusing on two different things at once, you learn them slower, whereas if you focus at them at the same time, or one thing at one time, it'll learn much faster. That's kind of the logic behind it, and it's proven true with me. I haven't spoken with other people about it, but from what I've gathered or what I've experienced, as soon as I started one tricking, not as soon, but once I started to get comfortable with my one trick Zac, I started to get better. I have not had a negative KDA in a game in so long. And generally, when I have bad games, I have bad games, but I don't feed. I don't tilt as easy, and I understand what I need to do to get back in a game if we're losing. And that's because I'm so comfortable. I'm so damn comfortable with Zac that I don't care how this game goes, I can still win no matter what. And that comes from practice of one champion. Now, I'm not saying only play one champ, because God, that is a bad idea. You need to have at least 2 backups if you're gonna one-trick a champ. Just because, you know, if my Zac gets banned, I have a Sejuani in my pocket and I have a Jarvan in my pocket. Am I as good on them as I am with Zac? No, not at all. Not even close. But am I decent with them? Yes. Can I be an effective jungler with them? Yes, I totally can. I'm just not as comfortable as I am with Zac. So you need to look at each game like it's a new one. You look at each game with the mindset of, I'm going to improve, I'm going to do this game. And once you do, you'll climb, you'll improve. And that's why I don't think one-tricking is bad. I think it's good for improving yourself. I think it's good for learning League. I think it's good for learning everything as a whole. It's once you get into the higher elos, once you get into high diamond challenger, you know, one-tricking is not really going to work as much, because honestly, they're going to be able to call your bullshit. But that's pretty much it. I hope that cleared up a little bit of it. I know I kind of went off on a tangent. I didn't even have a script today. This is my 3rd or 4th time taking this video, just because I kind of wanted to get it all out in a organized fashion, and it's kind of all blurted out anyways. So either way, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys, you know, learned something here, and I hope you're more comfortable with one-tricking or not one-tricking. Like I said, the most important part is, what are your end goals? Because honestly, one-tricking, I think, is the fastest way to climb. And it's not always a bad thing, as long as you don't troll. Don't troll, it's bad. So that's it. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe down below, whatever the hell all the YouTubers say. And have a wonderful, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's, what have you. So thank you all very much for watching, and I hope to all see you in my next video.